There can never be a dull moment at Chelsea Football Club. Even if it's the international break, I was here getting ready to prepare for the preview tomorrow for Brentford versus Chelsea that's going to take place on Saturday. And that preview will be coming because we're going to get Enzo Maresca's pre-match press conference tomorrow. And I thought today would be a very relaxing day. There's not going to be much content to record, not much to speak about, getting ready for the preview tomorrow. And then we've just had breaking news, officially 20 minutes ago, from the moment that I've just pressed record. 20 minutes ago, we've just had a statement from the FA. We've just been charged 74 charges. Now here's me laughing and joking for the last 18 months, 2 years at Manchester City with their 115 charges. And now we've nearly had the same amount of charges. Now, I'm going to read you the statement, I'm going to cover the reports, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions. So we're going to start off with the FA statement official breaking. The Football Association has today charged Chelsea FC with breaches of regulations J1 and C2 of the FA Football Agents Regulations. Regulations A2 and A3 of the FA Regulations on working with intermediaries, so agents, and regulations A1 and B3 of the FA third-party investment in players regulations, so backhand payments, secret payments into agents. In total, 74 charges have been brought against Chelsea FC. The conduct that is the subject of the charges ranges from 2009 to 2022, so it's purely from the Roman Abramovich era, and primarily relates to the events which occurred between the 2010-11 season to the 2015-16 playing seasons. Chelsea FC has until the 19th of September 2025 to record, and as I recorded, it's the 11th of September, so there's 8 days for them to respond to this. Absolutely unbelievable. Yes, they have until the 19th of September to respond to 74 of the charges. This is ridiculous. And then we've got a report from the Times, which I'm going to quickly cover. The Times reported in January that Chelsea were in negotiations with the Premier League to agree a financial settlement for secret payments related to transfers made during the Roman Abramovich ownership. Now, what did I just say during that statement? The payments and the regulations that were broken were between 2009 and 2022. Clearlake Consortium purchased Chelsea in 2022. So these payments were made purely during the Roman Abramovich era. Now, I didn't make a video on this because I wasn't making videos at the time, but earlier this year, and I believe it's possibly end of last year, calendar year, there were reports that came out from reliable journalists that we actually self-reported the fact that we made secret payments. We self-reported the fact that we broke the law, broke regulations, and we actually reported this to the FA. Now, my suspicion is this is exactly what it is. These 74 charges have been self-inflicted and it's been self-reported by us. So if we didn't report it, this wouldn't have come out now. However, I think Clearlake did the right thing. If we didn't report these charges made during that time period of 09 to 2022, 5 to 10 years down the line, the FA may have done an investigation, or UEFA may have done an investigation. There may have been a whistleblower that would have reported these actions, and then we would have been in a bigger financial mess. Because now, from what I understand, it does sound severe with 74 charges. I believe there'll be a financial settlement, and it will be a specific paycheck, and then it will be over and done with. Because we self-reported, they will take that into consideration, new ownership, different time periods. If they conducted an investigation and we didn't self-report these charges, and they ascertained this 3 years' time, 5 years' time, 10 years' time, I believe there would have been serious ramifications. I believe it wouldn't have been a financial settlement. Because we tried to hide it, they would have given us another transfer ban. They would have given us points deductions. They may have even relegated us, depending on how severe these charges are. From our understanding, it's purely secret payments to agents and intermediaries. That's from what I can read and what the statement is. That's all it is. However, there has been a new statement. Chelsea have responded to that, and there has been a statement from Chelsea. Chelsea FC is pleased to confirm that its engagement with the FA concerning matters that were self-reported by the club is now reaching a conclusion. So breaking news, we have been charged 74 charges. There are some similarities and parallels with Man City, but I believe there'll be a financial settlement and that will eventually go away. I said at the time, which was about 12 to 18 months ago, when the reports came out that we self-reported, I said at the time, this is the right action that has been taken. This is the correct thing to do. Because, as I said, you don't want them finding out later on and realising that you were hiding it the entire time and you were being discreet about it. By reporting it of something that wasn't done by you, that's going to alleviate the potential punishment that's going to come our way, which is exactly what's happened. I believe this is going to be a very minor punishment because we've actually self-reported it and it was done under the previous regime as well. But I'll keep you guys up to date with that and, keep the tabs on that. It was going to come out eventually. It's just classic. There's never a dull day at Chelsea. I'm here getting ready for the Brentford game and this comes out. Moving on to another piece of news, Dario Asugo. Dario Asugo is rumoured to be out for a minimum of 12 weeks, which is roughly 3 months. Chelsea fear Asugo will be out for that time period, reported by Simon Johnson of The Telegraph, who is fairly reliable as well. So we know that he had to pull out of the under-21s Portuguese national team because of, I believe it was a hamstring or a muscular tear. It does look quite severe. The fact that it's at least 3 months means that surgery may be required, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good if he's out for that period of time, which does anger me slightly, not directed at Chelsea, but the fact that this season is all about giving Caicedo the adequate amount of rest. We've got Champions League games coming up. We've got crucial Premier League games coming up. Caicedo can't do it all on his own. One injury to Caicedo and we are finito. We are done. We're finished. We're done and dusted. And Asugo was going to be that adequate backup that we needed. And now he's out for at least 3 months. So we're going to have to rely on the likes of Andre Santos a lot more. There are going to be internal solutions that Enzo Maresca is going to have to find with this. And it's not good because we've just also heard that Liam Delap is going to be out for a minimum of 10 weeks, which is basically going to rule him out until November. So we haven't got a registered striker really outside of Mark Guehi, who hasn't been Mark Yu, who hasn't had the adequate experience, let's say, and he's very young. He's only 19, and we're looking to achieve things this year. We've got aspirations this year. Liam Delap's out. João Pedro isn't an out-and-out 9. We've just let Jackson go. So injuries are starting to pile up, which isn't good. However, let's hope that he makes a speedy recovery and he comes back as soon as possible. But what do you guys think of the charges? Leave me your thoughts and opinions. Are you shocked by them? Are you not surprised at all? What do you guys think? Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.